Jericho Drum, born in Haiti, where he was surrounded by a native culture that embraced voodoo and magic. Jericho left behind his younger brother Daniel and went to New York City, where he studied psychology. After 12 years away from his homeland, Jericho returned to Haiti to find that his brother had become the Hoonigan Supreme and was badly injured from his last battle with the mysterious sorcerer. Daniel died, but not before he made Jericho take an oath. Daniel made Jericho promise that he would take the ways of their ancestors and avenge him. Jericho agreed and went to be trained by the sorcerer Papa Jumbo. Sometime after, Jericho found out that Papa Jumbo was the last living lord of Loa. Papa Jumbo intended that Jericho would be his successor. Papa Jumbo summoned the spirit of Daniel and bound it to Jericho's soul. Now empowered by his brother's presence, Jericho donned the garments that would mark him as Brother Voodoo and the Hoonigan Supreme. Jericho then set out to avenge his brother's death. When looking into who killed his brother, Jericho learned that Daniel cannot remember who killed him, but knows that when he was killed, it was in the cemetery. The pair travel to the cemetery, and Jericho conjures a spell that reveals that a man by the name of Black Talon was the one who killed Daniel. After some time, the pair learned that Black Talon is under the alias of a voodoo priest by the name of Desmond Drew. Their investigation leads to a battle with Black Talon, which has them learn that Black Talon has the ability to raise and control the undead. After losing the battle, Jericho and Daniel attempt to learn why Talon is in Haiti, and discover that a blood moon will occur that very night, which means that the veil between the living world and the undead world will be at its weakest. Daniel realizes that if Talon controls the dead, he will be able to take over the living and the undead world. Daniel strongly believes that they must stop Talon. However, Jericho does not feel like he can stop him. He doesn't believe that he is as strong as his brother was. Daniel reveals that the only way he became as good at sorcery as he was, it was due to him learning under the Sorcerer Supreme at the time, Dr. Stephen Strange. The last piece of wisdom Strange gave Daniel before he died in the Ultron Revolution was that the power of sorcery is one that must be used to defend the weak and conquer one's own demons. This wisdom allowed Daniel to master his abilities and will allow Jericho to help the world with his own abilities. Together, Jericho and Daniel face off against Black Talon and his growing army of undead zombies. In the end, Talon is defeated by being thrown into the undead world, where he becomes one with the spirits. Jericho worries that he won't be able to see his brother anymore, but Daniel reassures him that he will always be with him, and Daniel gives Jericho the Eye of Agamotto, which only appears when it declares the world's next Sorcerer Supreme. Jericho promises to defend the world of dark forces, both physical, magical, and psychological, beginning with the rumor of mystical properties in a city known as Dystopia. Jericho Drum is now the Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Voodoo.